Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng senior high, sa UMS. Magsisimula po tayo sa panibagong topic ngayon, Introduction to the Social Studies. And this is nothing but an overview of the social sciences and a course introduction. Magsisimula pa lang tayo and we are going to start with a new second semester, new topic, new course, and all about social studies. All our choices, interests, perceptions, and inclinations are byproducts of our experiences. Whatever experiences that you have, it will show in how you interact with others. And we do not discredit the role of heredity because whether we like it or not, may minamana kayo sa mga kamag-anak ninyo, especially your parents, and somehow your grandparents too. But most of how we think, feel, and act, and behave is largely brought by our exposure, by our exposure we had with our family, community, and society in general. Doon po tayo mauuwi sa kung paano, anong mga naging experiences natin sa taong mga naging nasa kapaligiran natin. Our ancestors also did their fair share, their part of transferring what they had to us. May mga naitulong sila sa atin, mga naipamana nila sa atin. The current state of society has its roots from how our ancestors managed their affairs and how we, including our grandparents, our government, instrumentalities, make use of the knowledge to run our affairs. In short, our society plays a big part in shaping the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act and behave. In scientific view, we call this as a social science. Social sciences po yan. It tells us how society works. It provides understanding about the world beyond our experiences. It tells us that everything is interconnected. Lahat ng bagay ay magkakaugnay. Social science, its definition and its origin. No exact story of how social studies began, or social sciences began, but most scholars point to the ancient Greeks. Karamihan ng mga tinatawag nating scholars ay nakaturo sa mga Griego. They are by nature inquisitive, mapagtanong, mapanuri. They have the desire to find out new things about the nature of man and the matters that affect mind, spirit, and soul. It was not scientific anyway, because they do not use the so-called scientific method at that time. Until the 16th century, René Descartes, o kung babasahin natin Descartes, pero the proper pronunciation is René Descartes introduced the so-called Cartesianism, a proper approach to understanding the world. More approaches emerged and evolved in the 19th century. Nakulangan ako ng isang letter. Despite the lack of uniformity in its origin, scholars agree that social science is the study of society and the manner the people behave and influence the world. It is different from other sciences as it gives depth to humanity. Its approach is qualitative and less quantitative. It is more on qualitative, the quality, and less on the quantity. It is not an exact science like other branches of sciences. Here are some of the most common social science disciplines that we usually study. The first one, the top of the list. The top on the list is psychology. It is the study of behavior and mental process, how man behaves and the process of his mentality, pag-iisip niya. It is also called the study of mind, study of the mind. It study the reasons why a person acts, just like bullying, addiction, criminals, etc., and how we can devise ways to prevent these things from happening again. Just like, for example, in psychology. Let me take one movie before, several years back, on how psychology works. The movie is Terminator 1. Hindi ko na matandaan yung pangalan ng pinakabida doon, but I will just use my family name. Apelyido ko ang gagamitin ko. For example, the Terminator is killing some people. And the police has been noticing that almost all of the victims has a family name of Ginto. Lahat ng mga nabibiktiman napapatay ay may apelyidong Ginto, bagamat hindi yun ang apelyido doon sa sine. Dahil nalimutan ko na yung apelyido ng pinapatay doon. Ang nakakapagtaka sa nagtataka mga pulis, bakit mga Ginto lang ang pinapatay? Po pwede naman gawin nating Valencia. Po pwede naman natin sabihin De La Cruz or any other family name. Po pwede din plus ibang apelyido. For example, Ramirez. Po pwede naman po ganoon. Pero bakit Ginto lang? And another mind-boggling question is, bakit ang mga pinapatay ay mga Ginto lang na nakatira sa Imus? Po pwede naman yung mga Ginto na nakatira sa Bacoor. Po pwede naman yung mga Ginto doon sa Dasmariñas. Those are the questions na sinasagot din ng psychologists. Yun ang mga nakakapag-isip sa kanila. The behavior of a certain criminal at saka mental processes niya. Kapag nalaman na ng psychologist ito, saka sila mag-iisip ng paraan on how to prevent these things from happening again. The second, of course, is sociology. It studies groups of people rather than individuals and attempts to understand the way people relate to each other and functions as a society. Kung ang psychology, person-to-person basis ang pinag-uusapan, dito naman sa sociology, people as a whole. Isang grupo ng mga tao. It also defined as the study of social interactions. It offers insights about the social world that extends beyond explanation. Isang halimbawa, sa ating culture ngayon, magtataka kayo sa TV, sa media, sa mga social media, and even radio. Makikita natin na ang paborito na panoorin ng mga tao, most of them are the slim people and the fair skin. Yung mga tipong katawan ba ng hindi naman payat, hindi rin naman matataba. Yung fair slim body, pang model kumbaga, and the fair skin. Yung hindi naman napakaputi, hindi rin yung dark skin. These individuals are the ideal type of people, ideal type of person. Ang mga ayaw hindi naman sa ayaw, kundi ang madalas na pinagtatawanan ay yung mga overweight at saka yung mga dark skin individuals, and has always been the subject of laughter in many cultures. In short, sila yung mga nabubuli. It created a culture of bullying, of buying slimming products, and whitening soaps that hides the true color of a Filipino. Minsan nakikinig ako sa radyo at isang German ang nagsasalita, guest ng isang announcer. Ang sabi niya, why do you Filipinos try to make your skin white? In fact, your skin is very nice to look at. Maganda raw ang kutis natin, but still we try to be white, to look more Caucasian. So, yun ang mga iniisip ng sociologist. Bakit sa isang grupo common ang ganon? Then next, of course, number 3 is geography. It is the study of lands, its features, inhabitants, and the phenomena of the earth. Ulitin lang po natin, the study of the lands, its features, yung lupa, at saka yung features nito. Inhabitants, ang mga tao at saka ang mga pangyayari dito. Phenomena. It also studies climate, oceans, soils, and earth's measurement. So, doon pa lang sa geography, alam nyo na kung anong pinag-aaralan nila. Climate change is one of the major issues that the world is facing today. And we are also frequented by typhoons El Nino, La Nina, etc. All other climate disasters. Yolanda is the strongest typhoon ever recorded in history, and it resulted to many casualties. It also resulted in losing due to lack of food. Kung minsan nga natatawa ko noon, nung daanan ng dilubyo yung Japan dahil sa tsunami or something, nakapila sila ng maayos sa harap ng mga malls o kung ano man mga groceries na hindi sila nagiging magulo. They are behaved. They fall in line. Pero nung nasa Leyte, nasa Tacloban, sa Leyte, noong merong Yolanda, nagkakagulo. Sa klase ko mismo, na bigla ako napasabi na, ay, kakahiya maging Pilipino, no? Pero nakakahiya man na nasabi ko yon dahil Pilipino din ako, still, there are reasons why people act that way. That's because of due to lack of food. Number 4 po ay history. It is the sum total of events occurring in action, following in order, leading from the past to the present and into the future. Yung mga pangyayari sa nakaraan, sa kasalukuyan, at mga mangyayari sa hinaharap. It has a way of repeating itself. Pwedeng ito'y maulit. How? Halimbawa, martial law. There are times that martial law shall be repeated, and it has happened during the time of itong presidente natin ngayon, si Duterte. Noong ideklaran niya ang martial law doon sa Mindanao just because of what the rebels did, the terrorists did in Marawi City. But we cannot deny the fact that the martial law during the Marcos era has resulted to a very disciplined people. Ako na mismo magsasabi naging disiplinado ang mga mamamayan noon because of the fact na talagang umayos, nawala yung mga magugulo, mga tambay, alas 12 nasa bahay na, yet merong isang nawala, ang freedom. Freedom was curtailed. Now, if ever martial law will be repeated again, that's good. One way of good disciplining way, good way of disciplining people. But isa ang dapat na hindi mawala kapag maulit pa yon. That is the curtailment of freedom. And we have the part 3, social sciences discipline 3, anthropology. It is a holistic discipline that deals with humans, tungkol sa mga tao, both past and present. It focuses on man's kultura, and its physical and social characteristics. Halimbawa, kinship, mga kamag-anakan po yon. Language, religion, gender, art, and others, etc. Kasi po, hindi lang tao sa mind, kundi pangkabuuan ng pinag-aaralan sa tao. History can be a part of it. Bakit ganito ang gamit nila? Bakit ganon? And in this era, may pagkakaiba po ang kultura ng Filipinos and the Americans because Filipinos are collectivist, grupo-grupo in nature. And we value such traits as depth of gratitude, utang na loob, dependability, yung maaasahan, and hospitality. And in fact, we, the Filipinos, has a very nice hospitality. We smile at the foreigners. In an individualistic culture katulad ng Amerika, you can be considered good, mabuti ka, magaling ka, if you are self-reliant, nagsasarili ka. Pero kung ikay umaasa sa ibang tao sa pagkain, sa lahat ng bagay, yan, titingnan ka na nila ng masama because you are not good. Now, the last, economics, a study that seeks to analyze and describe production, distribution, and consumption of wealth. The law of supply and demand is the basic example. If the supply is low, the prices are high, and the supply is high, the prices are low. Yan po ang basic tenet ng economics. Now, may pinatutungkulan po ito tungkol sa production, distribution, and consumption of wealth. Magtataka kayo siguro kung bakit anim lang ang aking tinukoy samantalang nasa libro ninyong bago ngayon na ang title ay Social Sciences. Let me take a look at the title of the book, Disciplines and Ideas in the Social Sciences. Ito po ang libro ninyo, Disciplines and Ideas in the Social Sciences. Now, ito pong libro ay meron siyam na nakalagay dyan. Although hindi lang siyam ang mga social sciences sa mundo, marami po yan. But these 9 are the most common. Pero from the 9, I only choose 6 para hindi maging mahaba. Doon ako nakafocus sa 6 na yon. Dahil yun ang pinaka-importante on my point of view. Sa susunod po, na topic natin ay ito ng huli, home activity. Hindi na ako magbibigay ng napakarami. Yung part 4 ng inyong libro, answer pages 7 to 8 of your textbooks, Challenging the Mind. Ito po ay yung crossword puzzle lang. Crossword puzzle lang po yan. Maaring kasama pa po dyan yung 3 pang nasa libro na hindi ko isinama sa lesson. At the last one on page 9, isang question lang po yan. Yung part 5, page 9, answer the exploration world. Diyan sa portion na yan, nothing but a short experience of you. Short experience lang po yan. Ngayon, magiging tanong ninyo sa akin, Sir, wala pa po akong libro. Bago po kayo magsimulang magsagot, pagkatapos ko pong magsalita dito, yung may mga libro, hilingan nyo na paki-picture, tapos ipadala sa inyo. Tapos, yun ang sasagutan ninyo. Then, send it to my ano bang tawag dito? To my messenger. Sa messenger ko ipapadala ninyo. Ulitin natin ha, kung wala pa kayong libro, Disciplines and Ideas in the Social Sciences, please request your classmate na may libro na, picture yung page na yon, then i-send ninyo sa kanila, tapos sagutan and ipasa nyo sa messenger ko. I hope that is clear. Just in case na medyo may na-miss out kayo dahil na-late kayo ng pakikinig dito, ay just PM me para matutulungan ko kayo magtanong kayo sa akin and not anybody else. Kung medyo may problema, just call my name and I'll be there. Good morning po sa inyo and Happy New Year po ulit.